what your body is not feeling able to do today or every day. So let's get started. I'd like to start today on our bellies, like Rumi's already demonstrating. So Rose, let's put you over onto your blankie. Thank you, monkey. So if it's easier for you, you can start on your side if you're on your back. Okay, any way that's easy for you to get onto your belly. So I'm just gonna gently roll onto my belly. Taking a few minutes, maybe bringing my hands up here, using them as a pillow, or better yet, bringing in a pillow, an actual pillow, right? We are in bed. Just taking a few minutes a few moments rather, to settle your breath. Letting go of the day, if this is for a bedtime relaxation bed yoga, or maybe you're getting your day started. So letting go of any anticipation or worry or anxiety about the day to come, or anything left over from the day. A couple of deep breaths in and release out the mouth. Couple more deep belly breaths. One more deep breath, bigger than you have all day. Removing the pillow if you brought the pillow up. Coming up onto the forearms, or if you need to, using the pillow for support, that's okay too. Okay? Just coming up a little bit, but if you're able, coming up onto those forearms, ideally the elbows are underneath the shoulders, and the gaze would generally be forward. Chest is open, facing forward and up. Shoulders are rolled down away from the ears, not shrugged up to my ears. Okay. And then engaging the legs, the lower body, to support the lower back. If you're feeling pain in the lower back because your legs are kind of loosey-goosey and you're not engaging them, try engaging the entire leg muscle, the entire legs, all the muscles in your legs and your glutes, and see if that helps with the discomfort. If it doesn't, then come down a little bit, okay? Alleviate that pain or put a pillow underneath if you need. Okay. Good. Couple breaths here wherever you are. Again, letting go of any thoughts that may have come up from the day or whatever you're anticipating. Letting it all go. Letting it all go. Letting it all go. Good. Releasing the head, maybe rocking it side to side a little bit. Bringing one ear to one shoulder and then the opposite ear. Gazing over one shoulder and then the other. And then releasing the arms, coming back down, letting go of any tension in the legs, just releasing, letting go, letting go, letting go. Remembering this is your time for you to rest, stretch, rejuvenate. Everything else will be waiting for you. So for this short period of time, just let yourself have this time. On your next inhale, gently coming up. And this time we're gonna use our upper body to press ourselves up into tabletop. Making any adjustments that you need. Orienting our hands underneath our shoulders, okay? And our knees underneath our hips, as you can see. And I'm engaging my belly to support my back. Gaze is generally in between your hands. You see, Rumi, are you trying to do yours too? What are you digging for, silly? Did you lose your bony bone? I think he's trying to do it too. Okay, so tabletop. If you're hurting in the wrists here, options to bring pillows underneath for support. Okay, so we could bring lots of pillows underneath if you need. If you're feeling weak and fatigued, that's okay. Okay, we can always support ourselves this way. We can also come down to our forearms. Okay. Other options, if you're feeling weak, but you want to still stay in this tabletop position, is to remember to push into your hands, spreading those hands, those fingers apart, okay? Really spreading the fingers apart, taking up space with your hands, and then pressing into your upper back to where your upper back is actually raising up, the shoulders are engaged, you're engaging all of your arm muscles, and your shoulder, the inner side of your elbow usually is facing forward for most people, but for me it's not, so don't feel badly if it's not. The idea is to rotate them inward as much as possible, okay? So that being said, let's do a couple cat-cows, okay? Exhaling, dropping the belly, looking up. Inhaling, rounding, tucking the chin. Inhaling, looking up. Exhale, tucking, rounding. Couple more, using your own breath as your guide. Inhaling as you look up and arch. Exhaling as you tuck and round. Pressing up into the upper back. And then arching like that downward dog arch. Couple more here. Good. Coming to a neutral spine. Okay, so straight back once more. From here, let's give our wrists and our arms a little break. Come down to the forearms. Okay, and then from here, let's spread those hands away from the body a little bit, allowing for us to come down even further. Okay, so ideally, you can stretch down. You can, of course, do this lengthwise on your bed, but I'm demonstrating for you. Okay, ideally, the bottom and the hips are parallel to the knees, and then we're just stretching the chest and the armpits almost down towards the bed, and allowing the hands and arms to kind of hang and be loosey-goosey. The idea to feel ideally a stretch in our upper back. Ideally. Not everyone's going to feel it in the same spot, so don't feel bad if you don't feel it there. And that being said, if you feel pain, maybe backing out of it a little bit, okay? Finding an edge, but not a place of pain. And also, you could always bring a pillow underneath if this is uncomfortable. You could bring a pillow under your thighs here and lean back onto the pillow. Lots of options. Breathing in, gently walking yourself back upright. Okay, into tabletop once more. Readjusting. From here, putting your left hand in the center of your gaze, So moving that left hand a little bit more towards the center of your chest, like below your chest, ideally. And then we're going to raise that opposite hand up towards the sky, stretch it, and then thread the needle, we call it, just putting it through to where I can roll over onto my shoulder. And then I'm gonna extend that opposite arm up, away from the body. Ideally, you try to roll a little bit more onto that shoulder. Stretching that left hand up and away from the body, rolling over onto the right shoulder. Trying to keep my knees planted. I noticed that I started to roll off the bed, so I want to keep those knees equally planted. Engaging the core. Finding your edge, but not a place of pain. Right now, my hip feels like it's coming out of its socket, which happens because I have EDS. So I'm going to back out and listen to my body. I encourage you to do the same. Now it feels much better. See, if I would have stuck with that, I would have been miserable the entire time. It was just a slight adjustment. Good. Releasing that left hand and bringing the right hand out from underneath, stretching it up towards the ceiling, and then releasing both hands back down towards tabletop, okay? You probably know where we're going. Placing that right hand in the center now, and we're going to extend our left hand, and if you did the opposite, whatever your opposite side is, up towards the ceiling, and then we're threading it through the needle, threading it through our underarm, and then extending that right arm out away from your body, making sure the knees and the hips are parallel, finding that edge, maybe rolling over a little bit, and staying with the breath. Bringing that deep belly breath that we started at the beginning. Focusing on long, slow exhales. Letting go of any thoughts that have come up. Staying with your body and your practice. One more breath, and then gently start to walk your hands up, releasing both of them, sweeping that left arm up and back down into tabletop. Wonderful. From here, let's just bring the knees a little bit farther away from the body and press back into child's pose. Remembering to breathe. If this is not comfortable, you can always bring a pillow, okay, underneath. Great. You do this. We could bring a pillow underneath our belly. We could bring our arms along our side. Lots of options. Let gravity pull my hips down. Another trick is to open your jaw. For some reason that helps to loosen the hips a little bit more. Interesting, right? See if it helps you. Let me know in the comments if you've never tried it and it helps. I'm curious. I think it helps. Maybe not always, but I think there is a little bit of a loosening. Maybe it's just because I believe couple more breaths here, forehead to the bed or cheek to the side. body. Shoulders rolled down away from the ears and the chest is open. Gaze is up at the ceiling. Maybe widening the arms a little bit. And then from here, just gently begin to rock those knees side to side. Don't lose your breath. Remember to breathe. So breathing. Inhale as we come to center. Exhale as we drop to one side. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in and out. Back to center, this time staying in the center, bringing the soles of our feet together for a little bit of a hip opening. You can bring pillows underneath those legs or just let gravity pull the hips apart. Bringing the feet closer to the body is going to be more of a hip opener. Bringing them farther away is going to be less intense. Always an option to extend one leg and then bend the other if we have tension that's building up. Okay, or extend both and then bring them back in. Helping those knees back in towards center. Hugging the knees up towards your chest for a moment. Rocking, making circles with the knees. Rotating the opposite way with the knees. Don't lose your breath. Stay with the body, letting everything else go. Good. Coming back to stillness, extending the feet up towards the ceiling, holding on to the back of the legs if you need for support. Also option to bring a pillow underneath your bottom if you need support. Otherwise, staying here for a couple of breaths, engaging that core to bring the feet and the legs towards your body, stabilizing. Always the option to go up against your headboard or wall that's close to your bed, or go down on the floor if you have that capability, and put those legs up against a wall or a headboard or the bed. A couple more breaths here. Let's do some ankle circles. Break up that tension a little bit. Rotating one way and then the other. Going to flex now. Good. And then bend those knees and extend. Bend those knees. Extend. Bend those knees. Extend. And release the feet down to the bed. Good. Take a breath. Reconnect with yourself. Maybe feel the good sensations from doing that little bit of stretching, a little bit of engagement. And grabbing one knee and just pulling that one knee in, drawing circles outward with the one knee. Opening up the hip a little bit here. Option to let go of the knee for more of a core engagement. Also an option to bring a strap or a robe tie, which I'll show you here in a minute. Rotate the opposite way with our knee. Maybe going wider now to really lubricate that hip joint, but honoring the fact that maybe one hip is tighter or you've had an injury, what have you. So if you need to just make tiny circles with support, if you need to just draw circles with your toes, there's lots of options. Okay, releasing that leg and foot back down. Noticing that one side of your body feels a little bit differently. Grabbing that other knee, the opposite side now. Same thing, circling outward, one direction, doesn't matter, counterclockwise, clockwise, because we'll switch directions. And of course, the gaze should be up or whatever way is comfortable. I'm just gazing at you so that you don't feel alone. Trying to let go of any thoughts, distractions, worries that have come up on your mind, that busy mind, letting it go. Circling the opposite direction now, switching directions. Circling with our kneecap, like we're drawing circles with that knee. Opening that hip joint. Couple more. Doing so good. Okay, release. How do you feel? I hope that felt nice. I feel some good sensations. Let's extend our legs out straight. Take a moment. Breathing in, I'm alive. Breathing out, I am well. Good. From here, let's try doing a little bit something different. Bending one knee. And then what I have to show you is, of course, a yoga strap, which most of us are familiar with. Okay. But if you don't have a yoga strap, then we can use a belt or this is a robe, the cord from a robe. That works perfectly fine too. So just something like that, even a long towel or blanket in which you could wrap up and form into a place like this. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to, if we have the ability, wrap the bottom of our foot. If not, maybe wrapping just the knee for now. Okay, whatever our flexibility is today. I'm going to wrap my foot, and I think I'm gonna scoop over so that I can show you, but don't need the pillow, I think it knows. Okay, so keeping one knee bent, the other leg, as you can see, I've extended up, like legs up the wall, but one leg. And I'm holding, you can either wrap it around your hand for the grip, or you can just hold it, whatever is easiest for you in terms of what's comfortable in your body. But what's important is that I'm not shrugging up like this, okay? I'm down away, I'm relaxed in the upper body. I'm using my hands to pull my leg, not my body, okay? That's important. From here, my foot is flexed, engaging that leg, and then I'm gonna gently begin to lower it over to my right side. Okay. Gently, mindfully. If I feel pain, that's where I stop. Okay. For me, I feel okay, so I'm gonna keep letting it go down. I feel like this is not a great view for you, so perhaps we'll do like this. There we go. That's better. Okay. So, as you can see, I'm still holding on, but I'm able to stretch that leg, and then I can pull it up just a tad to give myself a little bit more of a stretch that I wouldn't be able to do just by extending my foot. Okay. And then we're gonna just sit here, bringing the opposite arm out for balance. This is also something that can be done actually standing up. You can use this, of course, this foot would be straight, and if that's more comfortable for you, you are welcome to do that. But standing on the floor, we can extend our foot out and use a strap just like this. So it's kind of similar to what we can do standing up. Holding, maybe pulling up just a little bit more. And then we're gonna gently, using our arms and our hands, we're gonna guide the foot up, stretching it just ever so little to where it feels nice. Okay, and then we're gonna cross it over our body. So you can use pillows, you can move the pillows out of the way, whatever you like. Sorry, really. And then bring it across. This feels really nice to me. Stretching the hip, maybe even the lower back, and then we can gently pull it up ever so much, up towards my upper body. And that I feel a little bit more in the back of my leg then. Breathing, don't lose your breath. Where's your mind? Is it focused on your body? Good. Slowly guide that strap or belt or rope, whatever, up. Guide the foot up. And then bend the knee and release. Then extend that foot out long. And just feel into both sides of your hips and your legs. Notice the right side that we just stretched. Notice the left side that we have not. I definitely feel a difference. Do you? Let's equal it out. And of course, if one side is different, we honor that. Okay. In yoga, we listen to our bodies, especially with pain and illness and limitations, physical limitations. Okay. Extending that foot up. Option to leave the right foot planted on the bed, or you can extend it out long. It doesn't matter. We've all extended it out long just so you can see a little bit better. To start, we're bringing the foot away from the body, so stretching the hip out away from the midline. Okay, so I'm going to gently guide it down as far as is comfortable in my body. Just letting gravity kind of go down little by little, and then maybe tugging up a little bit to get a little bit more of a stretch. Interestingly, I am less flexible on this side, which is not that surprising because we all have dominant sides and we do stuff all day long in repetitive ways. Repetitive movements that make us more or less flexible in certain things. So that's why if we're able to, it's good to stretch equally as much as we can. Remembering to breathe, remembering to let go of anything that pops into your mind. Give yourself permission to just have this time, this relaxation, for just a little bit longer. If you're holding your breath, then maybe loosen the strap down a little bit away from your body. On your next breath, your next inhale, gently bring the foot up towards center slowly. Maybe pulling it in, stretching it, and then gently guiding it over across the body. And bringing that opposite arm down just to balance. And staying and breathing. Maybe lifting it up a little higher, getting a little bit more of a stretch in the back of that leg. Maybe lessening it, listening to your body, what feels good in your body. Always. Letting go of the day, letting go of whatever's to come. Being here now in your body, this breath, this moment, the one and only moment you're truly bearing together. Okay, gently on your next breath in, lifting, guiding that foot upwards, bending the knee and release, extending both legs out long, maybe spreading the feet away from the body for Shavasana, maybe bringing the feet, the soles of the feet in together. Whatever feels good for you and your body today. Bringing pillows and blankets if you need to support yourself anymore in Shavasana. Shavasana is generally practiced like this, but as I said, I want you to be in a comfortable position for you. So if that's like this, then that's good. As you get into your comfortable position, I'm going to guide you through a little bit of a body scan to try to help you soften those muscles just a little bit more. So closing the eyes or softening the gaze, enjoying the good sensations you just worked so hard for. Thinking of something or someone that you're grateful for as we finish practice today. Maybe it's just making time out, taking time out for yourself, making time for yourself, which is beautiful and such a good thing to be grateful for. I am so grateful to be here with you, practicing from my bedroom, where I'm most comfortable. Taking a couple of deep belly breaths. Sighing it out. One more deep belly breath. Do as many sighing out breaths as you need as we continue relaxing. Imagining someone's rubbing the toes of both of your feet, one by one, rubbing each and every toe. Moving to the underside of the feet, the pads, the arch, the heels, the backs of your heels, moving around to the top of your foot, your ankles, massaging the entire foot, both feet, from ankle out towards each and every toe. Rubbing, releasing, relaxing, letting go. The massage moves up the back of your lower legs now. Massaging both calf muscles, the backs of your knees, massaging the upper legs now. More pressure, working the big muscles of your legs, massaging all the way up to the hips and the glutes, the lower back, circling up and out, spreading the muscles away from the center of your spine, moving up one vertebrae at a time. Release, relax, letting go, letting go, letting go. Moving up to the middle of the back and the upper back, little by little, rubbing all the little muscles one by one. Slow, working to the upper back and shoulders, squeezing, rubbing of your upper back and the sides of your neck, rubbing of the back of the neck where the head and the neck meet, rubbing the entire neck from the top of your back to the base of your head, rubbing, release, relax, letting go, letting go, spreading to your entire scalp now, massaging your head as if your hair is being shampooed, gentle circling pressure your temples, caressing of your forehead, cheekbones, jaw joint, releasing that jaw, softening the tongue, the throat now, softening the shoulders down into the back. Relaxing the belly, Shavasana, whole body, release, relax, letting go, massaging of the shoulders and the entire arms now, the palms of your hands, the arms up above your head for any stretch that feels good in your body today. As always, it's such an honor to lead your yoga meditation journey here on Loving Kindness Yoga. From my heart to yours, I hope that you felt some relaxation, some calm, some peace in your body today, despite discomfort or pain. The light in me sees and honors the light in each and every one. I love you. I bow to you. I thank you for being here for you today. I hope that you will consider subscribing if you found today's practice helpful. There are many other yoga from bed videos, and we also have a growing community of individuals with illness, pain, and disability who get together on a live session every week, and it's free. So please consider joining this beautiful community. And of course, please come back for more videos here on YouTube. From my heart to yours, may you have a beautiful evening, day, week, month,